Hi, welcome to TOSH Pilates. I'm Mary, and today we're going to be doing a workout with a band. So this is part two. If you haven't seen Sarah's video of the band workout, you should definitely check it out. Again, I just have a band. I'm sitting on it right now because that's where we're going to start, but feel free to grab a band. And the more resistance, the more difficult in some ways, and in some ways the easier it will be depending on how much support it gives you. So in this workout today, we're going to be doing a lot of upper body and shoulders. So let's go ahead and just jump right in. I'm currently sitting on it, so it's just sitting right in the center of me. And I'm just going to lay it on my lap for just a moment. I want us to position ourselves and make sure that we're understanding our neutral so that we can better understand our imprint, and that band is going to help us. So you can sit on the floor wherever is comfortable. It allows you to stay out of your hips and allows you to be more engaged in your core. So let's go ahead, finding your sits bones. I want us to just breathe for a moment, inhaling in through the rib cage, expanding, and exhale, gently letting those ribs come back together, gently forcing the air out, feeling that belly begin to just kind of engage. Inhale and exhale. Now as you're beginning to feel that belly kind of pull and draw in on the exhale, I also want you to think of that space between your sits bones, just kind of vacuuming up a blueberry. And then inhale as you expand the ribs, you're releasing that blueberry. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. Sometimes as we get going in our workouts, we forget to inhale. We're so concentrated on contracting and pulling in, but we want those ribs to open and really expand. I believe Sarah talks about that in her first video, using that band to let the ribs push in. So keep that in mind as we go about this workout. So let's go ahead and sit. Again, you can either be on a chair or on the ground. My pregnant belly just won't really let me be in that position, so I'm on a box so I can hold neutral and stay out of my hips. This first move, we're going to take the band and we're going to hold it behind, so it's aligning our spine right behind our spine. And I'm using it, I want it as tactile feedback. I'm adding a little bit of pressure, letting my head rest against it, against the band, drawing my chin into my neck so that my ears are over my shoulders. And now from here, I'm going to look for my sits bones, kind of rocking forward and back, finding my neutral. And then again, I'm going to take an inhale in through those ribs, letting it expand. And then exhale, I'm going to think of, again, pulling in that blueberry and drawing my pubic bone more up towards my belly. With that band behind me, I feel the back of my sacrum kind of touching, connecting with that band. That space that was between my lower back and the bands decreases. And then inhale, I'm back on top of my sits bones. Exhale, rolling behind the sits bones, inhale back on top. Now on these next few, I want you to think of, with that band, you're pulling it up towards that ceiling as you rock. And as you're pulling it up, I want you to still think of your spine doing the same thing, that it's reaching up towards the ceiling, and that the only thing moving is your pelvis. So below the belly button, there's movement, but we're not sinking down and back. We're working with the band, reaching up towards the ceiling. That energy is coming out of the top of our head as we just begin to think of these obliques and that core and that pelvic floor pulling and rocking behind our sits bones. Again, body scan, make sure nothing else in your lower body is engaged. No booty squeezing, no hips, no quads. Just getting that movement right in the rocking of our pelvis. Okay, last one. Now this last one, we're going to hold our imprint. We're going to take that band. We're going to exhale, extend the arms up in that imprint. Inhale, release, and come into neutral. Exhale. Just warming up those shoulders and arms. Inhale. Let's just do 4 more. Exhale. Imprint, warming that belly, thinking about that pelvic floor, that vacuum. 3 more. And releasing tension in the areas we're not moving and we don't need to, like our quads or our glutes. Last one. Good. And coming back in. All right, let's go ahead, come off that band. And we're going to begin doing some upper body. So, take that band. Remember, because you have the band, you control the resistance. The closer your hands are together, the greater the resistance you have. The further out they are, the less resistance. If you want to challenge yourself more at any time, you can always double the band. Take it to where it works best for you. So, here we go. You're going to take those hands, again, I want you to stay out of your hips and be in your neutral. So wherever that is, come to that place. Arms are going to start below the shoulders, about hip width apart, and we're going to just gently press open the band and close. So where I want you to feel as you exhale, palms are facing down, wrists are straight. I want you to feel the back of your shoulders. Here we go. Give me just 6 more. 5, 4, 3, so 2. Now I want you to hold this resistance for a moment. You're going to elevate those shoulders up and to press those shoulders down. They're just gliding. You're not bouncing the shoulders. Elevate them up, still holding a little bit of resistance. It's nothing crazy. Now I want you to find the center. Good, of those 2 moves. Release the band. Good. Now from here, I want us to hold that left arm still. That right arm only is going to do the work, and I want you to press that right arm out and pull it in. Exhale as you reach that right arm out to the side. Good. 6. We're just doing a total of 8. 5. Watch that wrist. No torqued wrists. Good. 4. 3. 2. Now hold this one out. Small pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it all the way in. All right. Shake out those shoulders. They should be getting warm at this point. Extend those arms back out, making sure that your shoulders aren't depressed, slightly elevated in your neutral. If you need to, remember you can protract, then retract, hug the spine, open the back, kind of stretch the shirt out behind you, and find the center of those 2 moves. Now hold your right arm still. Exhale, left arm comes out. 8. As that left arm is coming out, I want you to think about it just rotating in the socket. It's just moving in the socket. The traps aren't lowering and lifting. We just have this nice little glide going on. Give me 3 more. 2 more. Now hold this one out and small pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. This right one is anchored. Last one. Good. Coming all the way in. All right, now let's go ahead. We're going to lower and lift. So keep those arms about shoulder width. Take the resistance where you have a little bit to start with. We're going to exhale, drawing the arms up towards the ceiling, watching the ribs. Inhale forward. Good. Exhale. As you reach up, I want you to press into that band and then come forward. Exhale. Last one. Hold this one up. As you reach those arms up, I want you to elevate those shoulders and hold that elevation just a little bit. Holding the right arm still, we're going to come out to the side with our left arm and then drawing it back up. Exhale. 7 and 6. Now as that arm drops to the side, keep your collarbone wide. We're not curling forward. Our ribs aren't popping out. We're staying nice and neutral. Belly is definitely engaged, and that pelvic floor we think about as we draw the arm down, we're connecting to that inner core of our body. Now this last one, hold. You're really thinking of reaching that right arm up, out to the ceiling, left arm out to the side, and small pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that left arm all the way up, elevating those shoulders. Right arm comes down and up. Again, watch, making sure that you're not tightening through your lower back, through your hips. Good. 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and hold this one, small pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, reach that left arm up. 3, 2, and 1. Good, all the way up, lower the arms back down. So that should really be right in those shoulder cap. Imagine you're wearing shoulder pads, and that's where you should be feeling that. All right, now let's go ahead. We're gonna add a little bit of rotation. So extend your legs out wherever, in whatever position you are. We're gonna bring the arms in front of us, just a slight engagement here. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, you're gonna rotate towards the left and allow this band to be parallel with your chest. Small little pulses for 3. Exhale, 2. Exhale, 1. You're feeling your left oblique, left side kind of pulling and rotating. Inhale, back forward. Exhale, right side. We rotate, equal weight on both sits bones. Your arms shouldn't be over here. They are parallel in front of your chest. So the rotation is likely not as much as you think. Now rotate in small pulses. 3, exhale, 2, and 1. Good, back to center. Okay, we're gonna add some flexion now and a little bit more arm movement. So take a nice inhale. Exhale, we're going to rotate to the left again. Now here's where the flexion comes in. I want you to draw the chin down, one vertebra at a time. You're going to gently protract the shoulders and think of almost like a scooping feeling in your chest as you round one vertebra at a time, reaching towards your toes. And then now we come all the way up, stack the spine. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, rotate to the right. Good, draw the chin down. We give a little bit of flexion here. Protract the shoulders gently and pull the belly in with the ribs. Come back up, stacking nice and tall. Back into center. Good. All right, nice. Just go ahead and roll those shoulders out for a moment. We're going to now come onto all fours with your band. So on all fours, if your wrists just do not feel good, to be on all fours right here, you can come onto your forearms on a chair, on your couch. I'm going to use a box. But before we get started, I want us to talk about, now we did a little bit of elevation, depression, finding the center, working through that point in those first moves. Now I want to focus a little bit more on protraction, retraction, and holding our shoulders stable, especially as we come into doing some push-ups in a moment. So take the band, bring it against your back, and I want you to think about, we're going to take that band and bring it underneath your arms, but making sure it lies flat against the shoulder, your shoulder blades. Now, taking the band into each hand, I want you to feel that band flat against your back. And we're going to first protract. I want you to feel as your shoulder blades are opening out to the side, kind of that elevator door, they're opening apart. You're reaching your hands forward, and you're feeling that band a lot in your middle of your back. You can feel it connected all around from your left shoulder blade, center to right shoulder blade. Now, keeping arms straight, I want you to try to still stay connected in that middle portion of your back, but draw the shoulder blades in towards the spine. So if you're thinking of it as elevator doors, they're closing, but also you're giving kind of a hug, a little gentle squeeze to your spine with your shoulder blades. And then protract, reach them out. I want you to feel chest right here as you press and reach the arms out, not your upward traps. Think of your chest as working a little bit underneath your armpits. And then now retract, feel the muscles between your shoulder blades contract and come together. And then now reaching out, one last one. And then now coming back into that retraction. Between those two moves, I want you to find the center. Now, the center point. Now, as you're holding that move, and I want you to keep holding, I want you to feel those shoulder blades flat on your back. They're not popping. You should feel this band in the middle portion of your back the whole time. We're going to bend the arms, almost do imaginary push-ups. Imagine we're against the ground with our hands. And we're going to bend the elbows out to the sides and down a little bit, keeping your shoulder blades still. So I want you to feel that band still on the center of your back, and then press down. Imagine you're pushing away from the ground. Bend the elbows, bend in the shoulder blades are not moving. Exhale, press away. Inhale, and exhale, press away. So as you're doing these push-ups, you should be feeling that band again in between your shoulder blades on your back. It's never fully being lifted because the shoulder blades aren't popping off your rib cage and they're not moving. The movement is coming from your chest, your shoulders, and your triceps. Okay, last one. Good, and then all the way back. Great. Now let's first, we're going to try that on the ground, either on your knees or on your toes. You're not going to need your box or your couch yet. We're going to use that in just a moment for our next move, but let's first finish up with these push-ups. So again, keep that band. If it's rolled up, try and lay it flat. I feel like when it's flat, you can feel it a little bit better, flat and taut. So place it around your back, those shoulder blades. Let the band come again underneath your armpits. And I'm going to do it on my knees and stay pretty close chain because of I am almost 9 months pregnant. So I'm not going to come onto my toes, but I encourage you to find the place that works for you. Either open your hips more to this point, come onto your toes. Again, I'm going to be taking it a really close chain, meaning I'm keeping my knees in as well. So, but this we're focusing on that upper body. The further away your knees or your toes are, the more core you're going to be using. Okay, so same idea. I want that band tight across the back so you can feel it. And let's even do it wrong for a second. Sometimes if we do it wrong, then we can better feel it right. So imagine that you're kind of caving your back and your chest is falling forward. Can you feel your shoulder blades kind of peel up off your ribs? And even like as you kind of come down and up, squeeze and protract. Squeeze your spine. You can feel those shoulder blades moving. That is wrong. We don't want that. We want them to stay still. So now let's try and do it correctly. Find that protraction, retraction, and center. And then use the muscles in your back to stabilize and hold those shoulder blades still. Now we can access the correct muscles of the chest, the triceps, and shoulders, muscles we want to use. So we're going to inhale, come down, open in the chest, almost with those hands, feel like you're pushing into the ground and squeezing the hands in towards each other. Exhale, press out. Inhale, holding your neutral. Don't let those ribs fall forward. You're moving in one piece, bending at just the elbow and the shoulder, keeping shoulder blades totally still. Good, give me 3 more. Pressing down and in. 2 more, feel that chest. Exhale, blow yourself away. As you exhale, you're kind of using that air to push yourself away from the ground. Good, now you're gonna come down into the center and we're gonna do small pulses. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push off. Go ahead and release that band. Give a nice shell stretch. So again, where you should have felt that, no matter where you were in your knees or your toes, in the back of your triceps, and in your chest, and in your shoulders. No shoulder blades. You should feel your back engaged just to stabilize the shoulder blades, okay? All right, so now let's go ahead. We're gonna continue to be in this four-ped position. You're gonna take the band and wrap it around your left foot and let the band come through the legs, holding your left hand, holding each end with one hand. Now, you can either have your hands flat on the ground, you can even wrap your hands around the band if you need more holding support. I am going to come onto my forearms. It's another modification you can do. All right, so from here, we are going to make sure that we're in neutral. So I'm going to just do a little bit of rocking in my pelvis. I'm going to add a little cat stretch right here just for the fun of it. Draw the ribs up and then work my way back into a nice little extension. Oh, that feels so good. I'm going to find my neutral. And then if I had a tail, I'm going to wag it side to side, kind of warming up my obliques. Feels so good just to move my pelvis. Sometimes it'll give you a little back crack of just releasing all that stiffness that you might have had in your pelvis and back. Okay, now from here, so you're finding your neutral. I'm engaged with my shoulders, so they're active. The muscles in my back are active and holding my shoulder blades still. A little bit of space. I'm kind of reaching and pushing my elbows down in space underneath my chest as I reach up. Now this band is around the arch of my foot. I don't want to lose it at any point. And then again, holding that neutral, drawing the belly in. We're going to exhale, keep the toe down, and I'm just going to slide and push that band out, pull it in. Now as I'm pushing out and in, I'm not letting my hip drop. I'm not letting it lift up towards the ceiling. I'm also not hiking it. I'm keeping it nice and square. And I'm exhaling as I press the band out. You can also try this on an inhale. Either way, I want you to think of length from the top of your head to the bottom of your foot. Now, if you'd like, and you feel like you're moving from your hip and booty joint, you can lift the leg up if you so choose. So as you press out, you can add a little lift and pull it in. Good. Let's do 5 more. 4, 3. Now this last one that we're going to press out right here, we are going to hold and we're going to hover that leg off the ground. We're going to reach it out to the left, pull it back into center. And 9. Pull it back. And 8. Now as that left leg reaches out, you're not letting your right hip swing in the other direction. You got to use your oblique on your right side of that belly to hold your torso still. Good. 2 and 1. Hold it out in the side. Feel that belly engage. Small pulses up to the side of your mat. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Draw the leg in. Good. Now with this, you should be feeling a lot in your shoulders as well. So don't think it's just lower body. Today, like I said, it's a lot of upper body. Now we're going to come down. If you want to really challenge yourself, you're going to take both bands into your right hand. If it's too much, loosen the band and just use your right hand. But back onto all fours, all we're going to do is exhale, extend the right arm forward and up. Thumb is pointing up towards the ceiling. Reach out. 7, 6, 5. You're feeling a lot of stability on that left shoulder. 4, 3, 2. Hold this one out. Rotate palm down. Now elbow comes out to the side. 8. That band is going to touch just gently into your inner thigh of your right leg. That's totally okay. 5. Little bit of Superman. Try and bring that arm back towards your ear. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come all the way in. Shell stretch. Whew. Extend those arms out. Give yourself a nice stretch. Those shoulders are really working. Okay. Take that band, place it around your right foot. Make sure it's in the arch so you don't lose it, even if it kind of bunches up. All right, so come into that place, either forearms or hands, either way. Make sure the resistance is matching your level. Holding your neutral, we extend that leg out for 10. Now, as you're pressing out, remember you're connecting in your glute. You're not letting that push out happen in your lower back. So make sure you're in your neutral. Good. 6, 5. If you want, you can add a little lift. Cover the foot off. 3, 2, 1. Hold that leg out and out to the side. Now remember, you're not swinging the hips. Just let the leg roll in the socket. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Shoulders are engaged. Feel your chest working. 2. Now hold this right leg out to the side. Little pulses up. 10, 9. Pulse does not mean fast. It's just controlled, a little bit smaller. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back into center. Pull that leg in. All right. Now, if you want, both straps can come into your left hand, or just keep it as one. And we're going to do some upper body now. Take a nice inhale. Thumb starts up. We extend it out. As you're extending it out and in, continue going. Think of it coming from your shoulder. Give me 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to go into that Superman. Extend your left arm. Palm comes down. Now elbow out. Still keep it level with your ear. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woohoo! Good job. All right. Great job. Shake the shoulders out. Do some shoulder rolls. You can do another little shell stretch. We are going to, our last move today is, of course, more shoulders, but we're going to add some plank work as well and some triceps. So when we're coming into that side plank, remember you can be on your knees or on your toes, whichever feels more comfortable for you. You're going to wrap your hands again, and you want kind of a little wider than shoulder, but again, that resistance level is up to you, so take it where you feel comfortable. Also, you can come onto your hand or forearm. I prefer forearm. And we're going to be doing 2 sets of 10. So bear with me. We can take a break between the 10 if you'd like. If you want to move through it, stay holding your side plank. But we're going to go ahead. If you're coming onto your toes, top foot comes forward. Now we're going to hold those arms still and straight arm up towards the ceiling. Here we go. For 10, exhale 9, 8, 7, 6, feel the back of your arm, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. If you need to, come all the way down for a moment. Otherwise, keep holding. Our second set is we're going to bend the arm. We're going to work mostly in our triceps. So here we go. Bring the hips back up into that side plank, starting with the bent arm. We straighten the arm. 10, 9, 8. If this is bothering your neck, you look down. 6, 5, 4, 3. Good, we're almost there. And last one. Good. Come all the way down. Woo-wee. Nice job. We're going to come to the other side. Same idea. All right. Same move, I should say. Now, I want us to think about, though, really stabilizing the shoulder. So you're not sinking in, letting the shoulder come up towards your ear. I want you to push away. Think of that engagement. Even before you lift up the legs or lift up the hip, if this might be where you are, and that's totally fine. If you have any shoulder instability or whatnot, keep the hips down. Do it from here. You're still getting obliques and still working the upper body as well. So pick your poison. Keep your hips down. Come onto your knees or onto your toes. Here we go. 10. Exhale, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now either hold it here, take a break, otherwise we're going right into triceps. 10. We're going to bend the arm. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Staying stable in that left shoulder. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come on. All the way down. Whew, great job. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to just stretch, give ourselves a couple of stretches. We're going to bring the band around our legs. Let's actually just start with our right leg first. Draw the left leg in. And let's go ahead. We're going to pull that toe towards us, lengthening in the back of the leg, feeling it nice in that hamstring. And folding forward. Good, take a deep breath. Exhale, draw yourself forward a little bit more. And holding here. Good, coming all the way up. Let's switch legs. Left foot. Good. Draw yourself in. See which side you're tighter in. Which side is it easier to fold forward? This one feels a lot tighter for me. Sometimes it's good to know which side is a little tighter, which side is a little stronger, so we can try and work on evening ourselves out. Did I say that right? That sounded funny. Good. Reach a little further on the exhale. Good. One more. Exhale, fold forward. All the way up. Great job today. Thank you for joining me. Again, if you haven't seen Sarah's other band workout, definitely try it out. It's awesome. And then check out our other videos here at TOSH Pilates. Have a great day.